All right, kudos to Bruce for doing this. Some of you might recognize this story on a couple different levels. I better get going. There's a lot of people behind me. All right, I need everybody to hold hands, because this is a really scary story that my grandfather told me right before he set sail and went into the Bermuda Triangle and disappeared without a trace. Once upon a time, there were 3 little pigs. Now wait a minute, wait, these are 3 different little pigs. These are 3 bad little pigs. All they ever did was run around the boat yelling and screaming. They never shut up, or clean the galley, or help reef the main, or lift up the toilet seat, or anything. So one day the mother pig says to the father, "I'm sick up and fed with these 3 little pigs. All they ever do is run around yelling and screaming. They never shut up or pick up their toys." And the father said, "Yeah, I know. And the worst thing, I'm getting sticky buns. So I got an idea. Tomorrow, when the 3 little pigs go to school, let's move." So the next morning, they gathered up all the dock carts in the whole marina, and then they packed up everything in the whole boat, except for the cockroaches. And then they moved right down the dock to her mother's boat, because they knew the 3 little pigs would never find them there, because they weren't allowed to run around willy-nilly all over the docks by themselves. Not like some kids I've seen around here lately. Anyway, so that afternoon, when the 3 little pigs came home from school, there were no cartoons and no TV to watch them on. And the first little pig said, "Hey, I think somebody moved." And the second little pig said, "Yeah, I think it was our parents." And the third little pig said, "Where are we going to watch cartoons?" Then there was a big knock on the boat. Boom, boom, boom. And 3 little pigs peeking out through the port light saw that it was Mac Schroyer. Coming to get the slip rent that had been paid in 6 months. See where this is headed? Not good. So the first little pig, remembering what his father told him to say when Mac comes around, yelled out, "There's nobody home." Mac didn't believe that, so he knocked again. Boom, boom, boom. And the second little pig yelled out, "The check's in the mail." And Mac didn't believe that either, so he knocked again. Boom, boom, boom. And the third little pig yelled out, "Hey Mac, can we come over to your house and watch cartoons?" And that made Mac really mad, because he hates cartoons, especially the Ninja Turtles. He said, "You 3 little pigs, you let me in." And the first little pig said, "Not by the hair of my chinny chin chin." And Mac went nuts. Kicked in the companionway slats, and he said, "All right, which one of you is the poet?" And the first little pig said, "Oh yeah, you like that? I got 1,000,000 of them." And Max said, "I'll show you how much I like that." And he picked up the first little pig and he ate them all up. And then he grabbed the second little pig and he ate them all up too. And the third little pig said, "Gee, I never seen him this mad before. I better think of something while I stall for time." He said, "Hey Mac, you want a Tecate Light or something?" But Mac just let out a big burp and kept coming towards the third little pig. And the third little pig said, "Geez, this calls for desperate action." So he took off his shoe and he held it up to Mac's face. And Mac took one whiff and he started choking and gagging and spitting up. And he fell down on his knees. And then the third little pig did something he'd never done before in his life. He took off his sock. And he stuck it in Mac's mouth. And Mac's eyes bugged out like a Volkswagen, and he started crying, and his blood pressure started dropping, and he fell over and kicked 3 times in the air and rolled over dead. Well, he didn't die. He got better. But the moral of the story is, walk softly, but carry a big stink.